If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
When systems go down, when tickets pile up, and your best tech walks out the door, what does all that really cost you? At CBT Nuggets, we help IT teams stay sharp, confident, and certified with online training that's built for the real world. From cybersecurity to cloud, our expert-led courses help your team close skill gaps before they turn into business risks. Invest in your team. Go to cbtnuggets.com/solutions and unlock training that makes your team sharper and your systems stronger.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. It is The Conway Show. All right, let's get some energy going. Come on, everybody. Come on. Need the energy, need it going. I think this is the very first Monday we've had in 2 months where we're all here. I see Stefouche, Crozier, Angel, Bellio, and myself. The fearsome fivesome.
Woo!
Nice.
Look at the observation.
All here. Yeah.
Wow.
Something happened.
How'd that happen?
You notice here, Croge, I was talking to Belly about this, and she seemed disinterested, so I'm going to talk to you about it. But you notice when anyone here goes on vacation, we always have a countdown clock, like, oh, this is your Thursday. Oh, this is your Friday.
Absolutely.
And then when they leave, you're like, well, what are you going to do on the outside when you get out there? You're gone for 2 weeks. Oh, well, write us, will you?
Did you think about us at all?
It's like leaving a lot of people around here, not me, because I love this job, but a lot of people are like, it's a prison. You know, you leave and you're like, we'll see you on the outside sometime.
God, it felt like I just left.
I have to say, when you're leaving for a 2-week vacation, walking out that door and then seeing the building in the rearview mirror.
It's like San Quentin.
It's beautiful.
I went to Westfield. I still call it Topanga Plaza over the weekend. And because I haven't been there in a while. And I'll tell you why I went to Westfield. Okay. My daughter turned 19 on Saturday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And she got some gift cards for her birthday. You know, grandpa, mom and dad, aunt, you know, the whole run. And much like a Conway, we need instant gratification. We can't sit on anything nice. We've got a gift card, bang, next morning, 7 a.m. Let's go. Go. Well, let's buy stuff. So I took her to the Glendale Galleria. She wanted to go to Glendale Galleria. Now, I'm not a fan of the Glendale Galleria. I love the stores. I love the, what is it called there, Americana?
Oh, yeah, on brand.
I love the Apple store. It's huge. There's 2 of them there. I love the stores. I love the food court. I love the security. I love the cops. I love everybody in that mall. What I can't stand is the effing parking. Oh, my God. I pulled into the one big parking lot near Target and drove around for 15 minutes. Couldn't find a spot. So I went into a second parking lot near the Americana. Drove around there for, it says 222 spaces available. None was more accurate. And then drove around that parking lot. And I said, hey, look, I'm better than most. I'm a 3 garage max guy. And then we throw in the towel. So we went into another parking lot near King Taco, full. Couldn't get in. And I turned around and said, we're throwing in the towel. We're not going. I said, I'll take you to Topanga Plaza if you want, but I'm not going to this mall anymore on weekends. I love Glendale. I love the people in Glendale. I just can't park the effing car.
And it's even getting to it from the freeway.
That's right.
It's because
it's a nightmare.
It's just basically in a neighborhood. It's like
right.
as crowded as it is in the parking lot, getting in and out of there is bad. Once you're there, man, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful
place there.
Can you imagine though living in that area where every Saturday and every Sunday you have to plan on your escape from that area and going back to that area? Man, oh man, I don't know how they do it. So we left there. 41 minutes later, we arrive at Westfield. And I didn't know this about Westfield. I still call it Topanga Plaza. I didn't know this, but they have a whole new, Bellio, you'll be into this, and so will you, Angel. They have a whole new area of just high-end stores.
Oh,
nice.
Yes. It looks like Las Vegas. It looks like a shopping mall in a high-end casino. But there's a whole new beautiful shopping area just for people with money. And let me tell you some of the stores there. Balenciaga.
There you go.
Okay, nailed that one. Burberry is another one there. Vlargi, BVLALGARI, Blargy. I don't know what that is. What is that? Do you know?
What did you eat today?
It's a brand.
How
I
do you
think they have a
pronounce
lot of
it?
jewelry and stuff. I don't know.
You say it Bulgari, but they made it that U like a V.
Oh, what is it?
Bulgari.
Bulgari, yeah.
Bulgari. Okay, Bulgari. And then they have Cartier. Nailed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Dior. Got that one.
Ooh.
Ferragamo. And then Gucci. I pronounced this wrong in the store. My daughter corrected me. I guess it's not Hermes.
No.
No?
No.
What is it?
Hermes.
Hermes? Then how about spelling it with an A? Hermes.
Why is there an
At least
H
it
in
didn't add a
there?
P.
And then we have Louis Vuitton. I know that one. Jimmy Choo. Neiman Marcus, which is closed on a Sunday, which is odd. And then all the other stores. But not my type of stores. Then they have a Tiffany there. But it's all in one new section of Topanga Plaza. And they have a beautiful food court there as well.
Oh.
I mean, it's unbelievable what they've done with that place. And that's where I learned how to skate on hockey skates. My dad taught me when I was like 5 or 6 years old how to skate on hockey skates in that mall.
That's where I learned how to ice skate also. I used to
right?
have ice skating lessons on Saturday mornings for figure skating. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Remember the big glass there? And everything smelled like rubber because of the floor and hot chocolate. Everything. That's all you could smell. Rubber and hot chocolate. And it was great. I played hockey there. I mean, well, I was on a team. I didn't play much. But, man, that was a great mall with the ice rink in there and the little, and it was Sears there. There was a May Company. It was a really cool mall. Montgomery Ward's was in that mall as well. Man, that was good times. There was an Orange Julius I remember growing up in that mall. That was a great mall. That was great. And then a Jolly Rogers as well. Anybody remember that restaurant? Jolly Rogers with the big, huge chairs? You couldn't see anybody at your table. But that was a great mall then. Now it's a little different. You got your Ben Bridges there, right? Does anybody know the slogan for Ben Bridge? Your personal jeweler, Ben Bridge. How about Kevin's Jewelers? Anybody know the slogan for that?
Not Ben's.
No. Every kiss begins with K.
Oh, is that K?
Yeah. And then what about Daniel Jewelers? You know that one?
No.
Every divorce begins with D. Kind of an odd slogan.
Well,
But I like that Ben Bridge and Kevin's Jewelers and Daniel's. I bought my wife stuff from there. I'm not too proud to say I've slid in there and saved like a couple $100 off the exact same piece of jewelry that was offered at another jewelry store. I think they're onto something. Every kiss begins with K. What a great slogan. How do you beat that? You don't. Ben Bridge, it's your personal jeweler. He's Ben Bridge. Knocks it out for you. Want a chain? Ben Bridge.
you were talking about all these new high-ender stores that are also in there at Topanga.
Yes.
And Sophie's at that age. Does she care about that stuff?
No.
Or does she not?
She makes fun of the people walking in and out of that store.
Good for her.
Let me get on my knees here 1 second. Thank God.
Right.
Thank God. Thank God I didn't raise an a-hole.
Yeah, you raised her right.
Oh,
man.
my God. Oh, my God. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. God, thank you so much. Thank you. It was just a luck of it. It was just total luck, sheer luck that she's not into the high-end stuff. I mean, she's an American Eagle type gal. That's where we bought her a gift certificate for, and she went into American Eagle.
Gap.
Yes, into Bed Bath or Bed Body Works, Bath Betty Body Works. What is that thing, Bellio? Bed Bath and Body Works? Bath, bed, and somebody's working?
Body, bed and Body Works?
Bed
and
Body Works.
No, it's not Body Works. It's got bath in it.
Bed Bath and Body Works.
No, that's Bed Bath and Bed Bugs. That's Bed Bath and Beyond.
It's break time.
What's a B?
Yeah.
Break? Okay.
Break.
All right, but anyway, I brought up Topanga Plaza because it's in the news again. When we come back, not good. Not good.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. On Demand from KFI AM 640.
Mo Kelly's worked here for how many years?
13.
Okay, 13. How many favors have you asked me? 0.
No, I'll say 1 when you came out to my remote.
Oh, the bowling alley?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, that was your first year.
Yes.
Okay. And you've asked me 0 since then.
I can't think of any of it.
So when you stuck your head in and say you can ask you a favor, I'm like, buddy, I owe you $1 billion. And somebody's listening to the program right now?
Yeah, evidently you were talking about Topanga Plaza.
That's right.
And my martial arts instructor, Sean McClin, listens to you all the time.
That's great.
And he was saying that he started playing hockey there. It's just the universality of KFI. We are all connected
that's kinda cool.
on all levels. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. How old is he?
57.
Okay, so we could have played at the same time.
You played there?
I played hockey there, yeah. I played for Burbank, and our away games were at Topanga.
That's way too small.
I could have played.
Yeah, you probably did.
Now he's your instructor. Can he kick your ass?
Oh, I would hope so. I would hope. It's one of those things where I taught you everything. He would say to me, "I taught you everything you know, but not everything that I know."
Exactly. Hey, while you're here, can you do this segment?
What's up?
Let's throw some headphones. Bella, you got a set of headphones? We're talking crime. Oh, we got some here. All right. At Westfield, we were talking about Westfield because there is a ton of crime still in the valley. There is a problem at Westfield, and it's another one of these smash and grab deals going on at Westfield. Oh boy! All right, what's going on here? And this, I know that you and I, our stories overlap occasionally, but nobody covers the MTA like you. Nobody.
Well, I guess it's just by default because I rode the MTA.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So I felt just like, wait a minute, I know what it feels like. I know what it's supposed to be like. I shouldn't have to worry about my safety or sitting in a urine-stained seat every single day.
That's right. And you rode it every day. You had a monthly pass.
Every day.
Yeah. All right, here it is. Westfield. Crime is everywhere.
At least 6 people are in custody after a smash and grab robbery at the Westfield Topanga Mall. This happened on Friday. Police say 12 people ran into several stores and stole more than $90,000 worth of merchandise in a matter of minutes. Police tracked down 6 of the suspects in South LA and Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach. They nailed them in Huntington Beach and South LA. All over the place these days.
That doesn't surprise me at all, if only because, the security, the cameras, they'll find you.
Yeah. And now they have the license plate readers in the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah, they better not go anywhere through San Fernando Valley.
That's right.
4 are adults, 2 others are juveniles. They were arrested and charged with...
Sounds like they're going to the movies.
4 are adults, 2 others are juveniles. They were arrested and charged with robbery and possession of stolen property.
Oh, boy.
Police say this was the second robbery at the mall in the past 2 weeks.
Okay, so I said to you on Thursday, I said, hey, there's this high-speed chase, I think maybe it was Friday, is going through Inglewood. Do you ever hear them buzz by?
Always.
And you said,
one, because I'm right next to the sheriff's station on Imperial Highway.
All right.
It's less than a mile from my house. And so whenever they're leaving and they're screaming out, is that or Gardena PD? Always. Now, the good news is they're that close.
Right.
The bad news is they're always chasing after somebody.
I took my daughter to see Harry Styles at the it's not the Great Western Forum anymore, the Kia Center, I believe.
Kia Forum.
And we left there, and I saw that there was a lot of traffic going to the 405, and we lived in Burbank at the time, so I wanted to hit the 110 freeway. So driving to the 110, I saw a street all blocked off, and there was a street takeover. And I was with my daughter and her friend, and I said, listen, girls, I'm never going to get another opportunity to see this. Let's pull over and watch this. And my daughter's like, Dad, please, I think we should get home.
It's work research.
But I was excited to see it. There's invitations. These things are formal.
Yes.
There's invitations. There's
It's a
word
network.
out there. Yes, a network. I'm not in it. As much as I'd like to see it, I've never been invited to one of those.
There was one right outside my housing development on Normandy, and how quickly it amassed. People were showing up. It was coordinated because they all got there within 5-6 minutes.
Wow.
Hundreds of people. Now, it's very dangerous, but as far as I'm concerned, you get what you get.
Right. And you can clearly hear them from your house?
Absolutely.
And what was louder?
They're doing donuts. You're hearing people screaming and cheering them on.
Fireworks.
The donuts are the loudest part of it.
And what's louder, a street takeover or that concert at SoFi?
Well, the concert at SoFi, because that went out in 4 miles in each direction. It went all the way down to Manhattan Beach to the water.
I didn't even think that was possible, that you could have. I mean, if you're right next to the speaker, then how do your eardrums survive?
I don't know. And I worked in the music industry for a good 14, 15 years. And that was something I was very cautious of at all times, because most, I'll say, people who work in the music industry have hearing problems later in life. I don't know. I don't go to concerts like that anymore for that reason.
All right. Speaking of the music industry, without saying any names, obviously, have you heard any names, A-list names mentioned with P. Diddy?
Yes.
Wow.
And they are definitely A-list names bigger than P. Diddy. But it's speculation.
All right.
But the powerful people party with powerful people.
Right. And the lawyer in Houston is giving them, or a lot of them, an opportunity to pay off these people before they go to court.
It would be in their best interest, the stars, if only because you can't get your reputation back.
Yeah, you can't at all. And even if you come out and some of these A-list celebrities are coming out and trying to preempt it and deny it, that is in a lot of people's case, in a lot of people's mind, that's an admission of guilt.
Well, the only problem is you don't know what video is out there. You don't know if you were videotaped without your knowledge and consent.
Right.
And you may have just been participating in garden variety orgy sex, nothing illegal, but you still don't want that out there.
How deep do you think, and how much damaging is this to music?
To music, the business, nothing. To individuals, everything.
Oh, really? You don't think music's going to be affected at all?
No. People are going to still buy their music, and it really doesn't matter as far as, because a lot of these individuals are older. If you're, let's say, I don't want to use anyone's name, but if in the Diddy world, he's 54, he and I were born the same month. The people around him, he was like November 7th, I'm November 26th. The people around him are comparable in age. It's unlikely, with the exception of someone like Justin Bieber, who he mentored. You're not going to find too many people in today's music industry caught up in this, most likely.
Excellent. All right, Mo Kelly tonight at 7 o'clock. Any preview of the big show tonight?
We're going to definitely talk about what happened at Topanga Canyon. We're going to talk about what happened last night at Dodger Stadium with the fans getting out of pocket.
That got crazy last night.
Yeah.
That's it. And there was some fights in the parking lot, but it wasn't as bad as the news made it out to be. A friend of mine, Wendy, said he didn't see any fights.
But unfortunately, Dodger Stadium has a history.
That's right.
Can't be overlooked.
That's right. And the one person they arrested for drinking in that parking lot, Shannon Farron.
That's kind of surprising.
She got a ticket, and I don't think she was arrested, but I think she got a ticket for drinking like a hard Mike's or Big Mike's or one of those, stupid drinks.
No, she usually drinks harder liquor.
That's right. All right, I'll be listening tonight. Nice to see you, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, there he goes. Mo Kelly tonight at 7 p.m. right here on KFI AM 640.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
So over the weekend, I found myself at Topanga Plaza, which is the Westfield shopping mall out there. And I only went there because Glendale was so packed. Well, I got a question for everybody listening right now. How does everybody have so much money? I heard everybody was broke. I heard everybody had money trouble. Nobody had any money. Rent's too damn high. Nobody can afford anything. Not true. Somebody's lying to us. The mall was packed. I couldn't find a parking spot, and I went on Sunday at 4 o'clock knowing that 55,000 people would be at Dodger Stadium, 65,000 people would be at SoFi Stadium, and I could slide into that mall and nobody would be there. Well, there were another 50,000 people at Glendale Galleria. So if you have the money for the mall, if you have the money for Dodger Stadium, and that was not a cheap ticket yesterday, a couple $100 minimum to get into Dodger Stadium, or if you went to SoFi Stadium to watch the Rams kick ass, okay, they end up with a losing score, but it was a great game, and they're set now to win the Super Bowl. 1-4, they're a lock for the Super Bowl. So I don't know, put a couple bucks on if you got it. So SoFi Stadium's full, Dodger Stadium's full, and the malls are all full. Everybody's spending money. Are we spending money we don't have? I don't know. Probably.
I am.
Yeah, okay. I get that. Here's another sign that we have money. Every time Costco announces that they're selling gold bars, they sell out in 10 minutes. People are spending $2,600 in change for an ounce of gold from Costco, and they can't keep it on the shelf. They can't do it. You go to try to book a cruise right now, good luck. Even with all these storms, even with all these ships, it's very tough to get a cabin because they're sold out. These ships usually leave harbor with 85 to 90% occupancy. That's unheard of. And this is not cruise season. Kids are back in school, and cruise ships should be empty. But they're not. They're full. Air travel, another one. Everyone says we're broke as a country. Try to get on a plane. You'll be sitting next to somebody on your left, and you'll be sitting next to somebody on your right. No more empty rows as you travel across country. Hotels, another one. I was in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, and a buddy of mine was coming up, and he said, hey, give me a reservation at Bellagio. I'll just pay for it there. And I said, okay. So I went to the front desk. I said, hey, can I get a room? Buddy's coming up. He's a late check-in. And she said, for when? I said, tonight and tomorrow night, Friday and Saturday. And she said, we're sold out. Bellagio is sold out in September. Not in the summer, not in the winter, not on 4th of July, not on Christmas, not on New Year's. In September, sold out. You go to an Apple store, and there's not one or two people in there. There's 100. The Apple stores are full. People are buying Apple phones, Apple computers, Apple watches, the iWatches. It seems like everybody has money. Even though we're told over and over and over how broke we are as a country, I don't see it. Now, I asked my wife, because she's smarter than I am, and guys say that. Right? Even if guys don't believe that. Like, I believe it. But guys usually say that their wife is smarter than they are. I don't know why that's become a thing. But since I've been alive, even in the 60s, I always heard, oh, you got to ask my wife. She's much smarter than I am. And so we just went with it. But my wife is smarter than I am. And I said, how am I going to the mall where I can't find a parking space? How is Dodger Stadium sold out? How is SoFi Stadium sold out? Right around the same time. That game started at 1 o'clock at SoFi, and the Dodger game started at 5. So there could be somebody that went to both, and I bet there is. I bet there's somebody listening right now that went to both. Good for you. So those two stadiums are sold out. Every ticket for SoFi Stadium is at least $150, $200. Minimum. Then you got parking, you got food, maybe a shirt. I don't know what you're buying. I don't know. Helmet. Maybe you're going for it. And then, so those two stadiums are sold out, and all the malls are full. All of them. How do we have that much money in this state? Are we just the outlier? Do we have money and the rest of the country's broke? That might be it. That's possible. But man, you drive around Los Angeles, and every single day you drive, you see cars that are worth over $100,000 or $150,000 on the freeway. Bellio, you travel 50 miles one way.
Yes.
Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
Do you see high-end cars on the freeway?
All day long. Yes.
And I bet you're like me. I think we've discussed this before. If I'm behind a high-end car, a car that I think is worth over $100,000,
yes.
I change lanes.
Absolutely. I refuse to be behind.
I do not want to be around, because if I get hit and I hit that guy, $40,000.
I can't afford to be behind them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I got to split. And you know what's really weird? When I used to drive when I was younger, and I got my license when I was 16, I used to drive on the freeways and be carefree about somebody coming into my lane. Now, that's all you worry about. When you drive from Irvine to Los Angeles, I'll bet every single time you pass a car, you think, is this guy going to be the guy that hits me? Is this guy going to come in my lane? Because everybody's texting, everybody's driving, and people are coming into your lane. I see it all the time. People coming into your lane, and then they do that quick jerk move, and and they get back into their lane.
Yeah.
I see it all day long.
Yes.
All day long. And I try not to drive next to somebody. I always have to be in front of them or behind them. But if I drive next to somebody, it makes me nervous. He's going to hit me. And I feel like I was almost hit like 40 times yesterday on the freeway. I am nervous now driving because everybody texting and driving.
I'm nervous, the people behind me.
I am too.
I'm constantly like looking in my rearview mirror just to keep them from hitting me.
Right. That's why I like to drive in the fast lane or the slow lane, so I can jump in the emergency lane when somebody doesn't stop in time. And that's happened a couple times as well. But I don't know where we got the money. How is this country broke? And how are these stadiums sold out? The malls are sold out. Costco is full. Can't get a cruise. Air travel is booked. Hotels are sold out. And everybody has an Apple phone or an iWatch. How did this happen? How did this happen? And why isn't that in the news more? That everybody is loaded. Everybody is either bumping a credit card or they've got money. Everybody. But yet, when you read the news or watch the news or hear these politicians, everybody talks about how broke they are. Maybe we just avoided it in this state. That's possible. That's possible. We might be the exception. But man, are there people out there with money. Woo! Especially the high-end watchers. Guys and gals walking around with a $200,000 watch on. I saw a guy yesterday with a diamond-encrusted wristwatch. It must have been worth $200,000 or $300,000. And then real quickly, then we'll move on from the malls. But I was sitting waiting for my daughter to come out one of these stores. I think it was American Eagle. And she goes in. I sit outside. I'm on TVG trying to, win a race. And a guy comes up and he sits next to me. And he says, "Are you familiar with the religion Mother Love?" I think is what he said to me. Or Love Mother. Is anybody familiar with that?
Yeah. Well, wasn't that one of those Netflix docs?
Oh, it is? Oh, okay.
Right. I think so.
And I said, I'm not. And he said, "Can I talk to you about my religion?" And I said, "Buddy, I love you. I think it's great. I think you got a hard sell to try to convince people sitting outside of a store waiting for their daughter to change religions. I'm not your guy. I don't want to waste your time. But I wish you good luck. You got the toughest job in this mall to walk up to a guy who is waiting for his daughter and you're going to convince him to change religions. I don't know how you'd do it. I don't know, but God bless you. I think if that's part of your religion, God bless you. But man, that's a tough sell. Very tough sell to get a guy to change his religion while he's at the mall. Whew. Yeah, that guy's got the toughest job in Topanga Plaza. All right, that's our Topanga Plaza segment brought to you by. It's always brought to you by. Mondays at 4, we do Topanga Plaza. It's being brought to you by, Advanced Hair. Yeah. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Make your appointment today at advancedhair.com.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.
I saw an advertisement. I know people in sales are like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And for ragu, you know that sauce, ragu?
Yeah, old school, man.
Yeah, been around since 1937. Coming up on their 100th year. Another 13 years or so. 12 years. Ragu has an advertisement out there on the internet that says, ragu, cook like a mother. I said, all right, okay. All right. I think they left the last word out. Cook like a mother. And then there's another word there.
Double entendre.
I guess so. But you know what, ragu, I will say this. I tried about, maybe 3 months ago. They have a new sauce out there called Kettle. Ragu Kettle. It's the high-end ragu.
Oh, really?
Pretty good. Pretty good. But I still haven't had a jar sauce that comes anywhere close to homemade. They still haven't been able to put that together yet. I mean, even the high-end jars, they're good.
It's got that little tinge in there that tells you, nobody made this in home.
Right. And as soon as somebody does that, as soon as somebody's able to put a real pasta sauce in a jar and sell it in a store, billions of dollars. So what is the high-end one that came out of New York that was pretty good? It was everybody.
Roa or something? R-O. Isn't it like
Rao?
Rao.
Rayo's. Yeah, Rayo's sauce is unbelievable.
That was probably the best.
Yeah, they're the best, but still, if you go to Rayo's restaurant, it's better than Rayo's jar.
Michael's of Brooklyn. That's like the best tomato sauce.
That's a good one?
Yeah.
Wait, let me write that down. I went to an Italian restaurant in New York last time I was there, 6 years ago. And the restaurant's called How's Your Sausage?
Oh.
What a restaurant. What a name.
That was the name of a restaurant?
Yeah. How's your sausage? And everybody remembered it.
Okay? How was it?
He had a great sausage. He made a great sausage.
Oh, he made a great sausage.
Yeah, it was great sausage. But it's a name that people remember. I saw people wearing shirts in New York. How's your sausage? I guess it was about the restaurant. But Rayo's is good. But I think one of the best Italian restaurants in Orange County, and again, I've been to very few, is Roma D Italia.
Yes.
Where is that? In Tustin?
It's in Tustin.
Oh,
it's one of our favorites.
God. I went there on sort of a somber day. It was Michelle Kube's father's service. So people were sad what a life he lived. I don't know if people know this, but Michelle Kube, now Michelle Kelly, but Michelle Kube, the former producer of the Bill Handel Show, her dad helped build the Space Shuttle. The Space Shuttle. And he couldn't talk about his work forever. She would come into the shop and he couldn't tell her what he was doing. He was working on the Space Shuttle. That is a great guy. So after that awesome service there, remembering this beautiful man who really contributed to the United States and the world, we went to Roma D Italia, and that was the best meal I've had in a long, long time. They served, there must have been 60 people that went to dinner or lunch after the service. Every single meal that came out was correct, and every single meal that came out was hot. I don't know how they did that. 60 meals, hitting the table at the same time, everything's hot. That is a special restaurant. Belio, can we do a live remote from there?
Yes.
Oh, that would be great.
That would be great.
That would be fantastic.
Let's do it.
Yes, I'll bring the ragu. Hook them up. Whatever. Anyway, so I thought of a commercial, and again, I'm not a political guy, but I thought of a commercial for Kamala Harris. It opens with a wide angle air shot of Dodger Stadium. And then the helicopter flies over SoFi Stadium. And then it flies over Topanga Plaza, Glendale Galleria, Arcadia, Shops at Tustin, Huntington Beach Mall on a Sunday. They're all full. And it ends with, who says we're broke? Kamala Harris, I approve this message. I would start banging on that. That it seems like everybody's got money. I know we don't. A lot of us, a lot of people don't. But it seems like everybody has money. Everybody's always going out and doing stuff. Now, I understand it might be all on credit cards. I get that. I get it. And you'll just have to figure it out later. I get that, All right, speaking of money, October, Black Friday in October. I hope you're ready for it. It's coming early, everybody.
Black Friday in October. Major retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and Target kicking off fall sales events in a bid to entice price-sensitive shoppers ahead of the holidays.
Are you a price-sensitive shopper, Bellio? I think you are, right?
Price-sensitive shoppers ahead of the holidays.
Good. Retailers know that consumers are feeling the pressure of inflation, and people...
Doesn't seem like it in L.A. Seems like everybody's out there spending.
And people are shopping earlier as a result because they want more time to compare prices.
With Thanksgiving falling 1 week later in the calendar than last year, many brands are pushing early promotions to bring in revenue during the critical holiday season.
It's sort of a nice thing to do to everybody.
Shoppers are expected to spend a record $241 billion this year.
What?
Shoppers are expected to spend a record $241 billion this year.
Wait a minute. We're spending $240 billion on Christmas? Are you kidding me?
About the economy?
What? Wait a minute.
$241 billion this year.
Wow.
Up 8% from 2023.
My point.
8%?
People got money.
Retail experts say some of the best items to buy on sale now are small kitchen appliances, toys, and personal gadgets that could sell out by December.
It's Target Circle Week. Get ready for 7 days of big deals.
Target's Circle Week runs now through October 12th with steep deals on luggage, bedding, and kitchen items. This Kenmore microwave marked down $40 to $50.
Okay, it's a good deal for microwave. What is it, $40?
$50.
$50 for microwave.
And if you spend $50 on household essentials, you'll get a $15 gift card. Amazon's Prime Big Deal Days, Tuesday and Wednesday for Prime members, is already offering early discounts.
Speaking of microwaves, I saw a guy do a funny video online where he dressed up as like he was like either a computer or an air conditioning repairman or whatever. He had a blue shirt on with his name tag and everything. And he brought a microwave into an In-N-Out and said, "Hey, can you sign for this?" And she's like, "Who's that for?" He goes, "It's for In-N-Out. Just sign for it here. We'll leave it for you." And she goes, we don't have microwaves." "Well, you do now. You just sign for it, please. I'll get the hell out of here." They threw him out and the microwave. Out ski. There are no microwaves at In-N-Out. But it's a very funny video. And you know what also I've discovered with watching like YouTube or TikTok or everything? We used to live our lives. Now we watch other people live their lives. And we do it, and we all do it for hours every day. Hours. I do the same thing. I'm on YouTube hours watching somebody else live their life instead of me. That can't be good for me. All right, we're live on KFI AM 640. Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
If you eat too many ultra-processed foods, you could be starving your gut microbes, and they'll get hangry. That's one of many things I learned after working on a new audio course about the gut microbiome. You can learn how to keep your gut happy by listening to Try This from the Washington Post. I'm Christina Quinn. I host Try This. Dig in with me on practical advice for life's common challenges. Follow Try This right now wherever you're listening. Seriously, try it.